All right, we are doing two things at once. Welcome to Church on the Net, and also welcome to those of you who are on the podcast, and it was reaching quite a lot of people. So it's Founders Week. This is also the week of Thanksgiving, which is huge for me. And in the years past, every day I've taken something and videotaped what I'm thankful for. Today, we come up to a verse, and this is Founders Week, so we're looking at the past years of Church on the Net and at the past years for DLM devotion. So, man, what are you thankful for? Really, what are you thankful for? Are you thankful for anything? So many times I get frustrated with people who've been given so much and they just are not thankful for anything. Okay, so here's pet peeve. I'm going to go on a side note here. If you have a house, if you own a house and you don't take care of it, shame on you. I have always wanted a house, just a little piece of earth, a little piece of heaven. Actually, we have kind of specifics for asking the Lord for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom. We have guests over on like an acre and a half because we want to raise and grow our own fruits and vegetables here in North Carolina, but also a haven a bit for family and for friends. We have 2 grandchildren and hopefully soon to be 6 children, maybe one getting married again. But anyhow, what are you thankful for? So one of my favorite verses, and I know I say that about a lot, but there was a time in my life when this verse was so powerful to me. It's still powerful. But it's in Philippians 1:21. For to me to live is Jesus Christ, and to gain is better. Do you understand that? What am I thankful for? So many things. And this question is so much deeper. This verse is so much deeper than most realize. You see, I don't believe it's our place to judge people. It's not. Our job is to take the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world and be his arms and his legs and his feet. Now, did he put up with much? No, he didn't. And when there were blatant disrespect to the Bible, he got mad. He got fired up. He got fired up, especially when it oppressed the poor, who sometimes don't have a voice to begin with. So I wanted to read this one part because this is so relevant to us. So one of the things I'm the most thankful for, that while I was still a sinner in my sin, he loved me in my nastiness and in my negative. Let me tell you something. Without Jesus, you would not want to know me. I grew up in a very good Christian home. I really did. I was the youngest of 3. And I think my sister and I were smaller than the other 2. And we had a philosophy of you don't get mad, you get even. And I fight that still today. You see, the coolest thing about this verse in Philippians 1:21, for to me to live is Jesus Christ and to die is gain. It isn't about perfection. See, Christianity is not about perfection. It's about literally having a relationship, not a religion, a relationship with Jesus Christ. And he loves us in the middle of our mess, with our opinions and our bad attitudes and our doubt. He loves us still. He died for us still. And that's the most important thing that's so amazing to me. That he loves us beyond our mess. Youth for Christ used to have a thing that he loves us in our mess. He does. He loves us in our mess. Now, he doesn't want us to stay in the mess. He wants to help us to get out of it. But his love is so deep and just so strong that it goes beyond that. And you see, he doesn't expect you to get all cleaned up. He wants to take you the way you are and take you to where you need to be. He's had a plan for you. and a design for your life that is phenomenal, better than anything you can imagine. And it doesn't make sense in the world standards. It doesn't make sense to us, but it works. I don't know how else to tell you. It works. You know, the thing is, every day, I'm not perfect. I'm just a man. Some people thought, oh, you have power. And I have Jesus. That's what I got. That's what I got. And you can have him too, because he loves you too. In fact, if I'm praying for you, it's because of him that I'm praying for you. Simple as that. And I don't give up just because I'm a stubborn old Irishman. What can I say? Philippians 1:21, for to me to live is Jesus Christ. Because when I live, I'm not perfect, but I try to live for him. I try to point people back to him. I get so mad when people pick on my Jesus. Oh, yeah. Well, he didn't do this for me. What did you do for him? What have you done for him lately? Tell me that. Because I don't think that you kind of quite get that. You know, he loves you so much that even when you were in sin, he chose, I need to change this because baby lock the door and turn the lights on low is not really good necessarily. Good background music for what we're talking about, if you know what I mean. But I don't deserve anything that I've gotten. I'm purging my office. So there's a lot of stuff I just got to go. And this house is, we love this house. It's a mobile home. It's not a mobile home. It's a modular home. Mobile home without wheels. It's a cute little house, but we want a house of our own. We just do. I don't deserve one, but I'm praying for one. I don't deserve some of the incredible men and women that God have put through my life, and I really don't deserve the ones that stick around and stay. Yeah, I chase them, I do. And I get called all kinds of names. I've had all kinds of rumors made up about me. I've done miraculous things that I've never done. Yeah, it's sad. People have to make up rumors and things to make themselves look better, to put you down, to defame you for something that you've never done. And I love these people. I really don't want to hurt them. I'll defend myself. I will. But I try not to be nasty anymore. The coolest part of this, for to me to live is Jesus Christ and to die is gain. To die, it's not because I have a death wish. However, I'm ready to go be with Jesus. I so am. But the fact is, really, to die is better is because I'll get to be with him. There's a song that the Gaithers sing that talks about, I went to a hill called Holy, and it's about coming into heaven and spending time with Jacob and Abraham and Esau and Isaac and whoever, and sitting with Matthew and Luke and talking. And now, personally, there's some people I would like to see first. Before that, I would like to see my buddy Bruce. I would like to see my mom, my dad, my mama and my papa. They loved them to death. I would love to see my grandma and grandpa Cochran, if they made it. I'm not judging. But, you know, beside all that, I want to see Jesus. Jesus, the one who died for me. He has been through so much hell with me. And he's been there all the time. And when I don't feel anybody cares, or I've personally been told off by somebody who I really loved, and they just ripped me apart, he's there to pick me up and make sure that I'm loved, cared for. He's my all in all. He's everything to me. He is my life. He is. And he doesn't expect me to be perfect. I won't be perfect until I'm with him face to face. because he makes me perfect. And he puts a love in my heart. He doesn't love me any less when I'm fat, when I'm kind of medium like now, or when I'm emaciatedly little, when I was doing bodybuilding for a couple of years. He loves me regardless. He doesn't care about that. And so what I try to emulate in my life is to be him and to share his love and his grace. And look at, I'm not, gentlemen, you should know me by now. I'm not gay in any way, shape, or form. In fact, some people would think I may be weird because I only like one woman, and that is Monica Lynn Estrada Cochran. I've loved her since I really loved her since I was about 15, maybe? Sophomore year in high school. And the Lord took a big board, and my buddy Bruce just smacked me on the head, said, "You love her. Why aren't you pursuing her? She's pursuing all these other girls. She's sweet. She's drop dead gorgeous. Always has been. She's a little feisty, a little ornery, little instigator a little bit. But she's the sweetest, most tender sweetheart you'd ever know." And I genuinely think, even with all the craziness that's going on in our life right now, she really never wants to hurt anybody. And we're going through stuff with sickness and all that, but I always love her. And gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. In this, for to me to live is Jesus Christ and die is gain. I think this is true of him sometimes too. You love people. You love people. Some days, some hours, some moments, you may not like them a whole lot, but you love them. You love them. Doesn't matter what they've done. You're still there at the end of the day. At the end of my life, I will leave with nothing. Not even these glasses, not even these clothes, not even this body. They can have it back. But my spirit will live on forever and ever and ever. And I make this joke to some of my guys. And it's the truth, though. It's true for me because I talk to Jesus every day, all day long, about my children, my wife, my mighty men, my guys, people that have been on my program. They'll come to my, Holly Parsley, if you're listening out there, I know you listen sometimes. I was thinking about your name just popped up in my head. And I knew you got married. I think it's Parsley Graham now. She was one of the first girls in one of my first youth groups. Thought about her. Mark de Laverne, Campus Life, clear back in 2000, 20 some years ago. Goodness, there was just a bunch. The Willette boys, Jason and Randy, they popped up in my mind. They're actually related to Holly. Kai, Chris, the Chris girls. The people just pop up in my mind, and I say a prayer about them. Now, some of those people have not been, okay, here's an old one. And I pray for him every day faithfully. He's a good friend of mine. We don't get to talk. I think he's been through a lot, but I love him to death. His name is Tom Bartholomew. Yeah, Paul Ackerman. That was when I was 16. I had really good friends growing up. One of my boys I've known since I was in kindergarten, I think, Tim Arthur, and I've been praying for him since I was a little feller. When I first accepted the Lord at like 7 years old, I was probably been praying for him. Now the Espinosa boys, high school, I met Danny, I think, and we were in kindergarten together. We didn't travel in the same circles in those younger years. For to me to live is Jesus Christ and to die is gain. Because see, if I was so important that he pursued me and I ran, then I know that he loves them. And if I love them, why am I not going to pray for him? Why am I not going? There's cousins that I spent time with that I loved. I loved all my relatives, but I really loved my Doris, my aunt, Uncle Doris, and Nora. Yeah, my grandmother named her children weird. Just did. But Doug and Kathy and Lori and Randy and Ronnie, I've prayed for them ever since I can't even remember. Or other cousins that I spent a lot of time with, Kathy and Amy and Mike and Chris Parks, Doug Parks. Melissa's my cousin, and I had a kind of crush on her when I was little. She was drop dead gorgeous. She's still, I think, pretty. I haven't seen her in years. But, I mean, here's the thing. Do you want to live for Christ, or do you want to live for yourself? Is it important? For to me to live is Jesus Christ, and to die is gain. What will you do? What will you do? Who will you seek? I enjoy my time alone with God is usually here or in my recliner out there. And when I go to process these medias, I'll be sitting in my chair out there. But I will get a nice big cup of coffee and Lindt chocolate. Yes, I love Lindt. And grab the Word and spend about 10 minutes with God, or maybe more. Sometimes I get caught up. And if you hear music in the background, I've always got music on. I love music. I love to sing. And I'm going to probably be singing more for you guys in the next couple months. And my Mighty Men, this is Jeff's. I think I've gotten some of you guys already. Jeff Lambert's, his birthday is today. And so one of the things that I want to get all of my Mighty Men, and I got to get my son Austin one still, is a Thompson Chain Reference Bible, just because it's a phenomenal Bible to use. Just amazing. To enhance your time alone with God. You can use, there's lots of helps out there, but this is just a cool way. And I want to go over that with you some a little bit more. Mark Hawk, I want to go over with you because I think you would just eat this up. So, and Thompson Chain Reference Bibles are very expensive. So I wait until people don't realize what they have and they sell them on some kind of library market and buy them for $14 or $15 because they can be up to $150. I've had several stolen. My thing is, let's get back to the basics for a second. Philippians 1:21 is now something that you need to recognize and reckon with. What will you do with it? What will you do with it? As for me, this is my life legacy. Even if we find out that heaven's a myth and it's all been a lie, I don't care. Living for Jesus is better than living without him. For to me to live is Jesus Christ, and to die is gain. Everybody nowadays wants to be an individual. They want to be all, I got to be myself. Become a Christian, a real Christian, and just see how you're hated. Love him anyways. Just love him anyway. God bless you all. I hope you have a great Sunday. Don't forget, we are in our fundraiser and towards the end of it, and we still have at least 11,000 to go, maybe a little bit less. And we may have gotten in close to 1,000 now. The fundraiser is until the end of December, and it goes to help all of our programs and our people. I hope you have a great day. God bless you. I love you all.